break through this so far? The answer is no. Super's going to put that Mills on his next. Lovely work from Purge. Trade, excellent. Miami Heretics still in it.
Yeah, not at all. Super just locking it down. Nice couple kills, easy cleanups for him, and the team support there in Boston. No real pinch opportunities either. Nobody's taken a route, or at least not successfully, but eventually Bullet Ball is going to work through, at least to make it towards the time. But this break simulator game that Boston Breach have been playing will continue. Another rotation by Heretics won, and they did well enough on the P3 that they are, in fact, right back in the game.
Well, again, every single break has been there at some point for Boston. It's not been perfect work from the Heretics as of yet. Purge and Spot on the way towards the back. Rancor gets caught for a second. What a two-piece. That is gorgeous. And now towards the back. Nasty trying to make it happen. Not going to be the case. Heretics once again win the row. That's their time.
Yeah, great job by Metals of keeping track as players as well. After Rancor gets the 2, he jumps off time to make sure you hunt that guy down. So Metals with some heads-up gameplay, and now his teammates get to soar around and fry. Nice pair there from Trakes, and at least on the time, everybody's nice and comfy. And once again, Metals responsible for the heads-up plays, so consistently hounding the guys looking for the back spawns in Boston. They make it to the time, but for a brief moment, you clear out the back spawns. Trakes was the roaming Slayer, and Heretics locked down P4, and they made it look easy.
Yeah, that was, it did look very easy. That might have been one of those turning points in the game. We may look back at the end of the first set and say that's where it all changed. Though, Boston, a couple of kills go their way. Now they got the rotation towards P1 as well. More manpower up there. Well, for a second. That's very caught with the last man up in position to make this a little bit friendlier for the Miami Heretics. Lovely start in our first set. And again, as the kills department go pretty even across the board. Afro has just started to pick up a couple of nice ones. And apart from that, pretty relatively even across the board.
And maybe another break coming through for Boston. I mean, the kills being sorted at least evenly on this time as well. And hey, you get the right spawns, you get the break as well. I was thinking for Boston, maybe having all the extra M15s is going to be a problem. You see the feed, Nasty's got the right gun for the right job now. So Boston at least flowing here on P1.
Boston flowing, Miami, listen in.
Buscándolo. Bacali muerto. Uno más en Iner. Vamos a intentar la derecha P4, amarillo Spark. Deberíamos flanquear, No, ya llegamos muerto, falta otro. Pulse a la derecha. Y otro izquierda abierto. Uno. Está buscando uno solo azul, Falta derecha, sí. Derecha, ojo. Lo mato. Muerto.
Te tengo la cara, ¿vale? Tengo la derecha.
El P1. Vamos a echar ya,
Tengo la derecha, meta.
Voy a ver de cara, mira el P1 al último.
Derecha no ve nada. Derecha no ve nada.
Hay 2 hay 3 par, muy tocado. Punto. No pilla la izquierda.
Vale, 2 puntos.
Vamos a abrir P1.
Te tengo esta cosa.
Una bala
Pues no le veo. Estamos de cara. Derecha.
Falta derecha. Under push.
Gracias. Alex, amarillo.
Close conmigo.
Dos de cara.
Uno muerto.
Muy tocado.
Bueno, el del scrap
Y de cara.
Coge Heavy, muy weak.
No veo pinchado ahora.
No, Lander, mirad de frente bien.
Tengo de cara.
De cara. No te abras.
Muerto Geri, otro
Muerto. Vamos a cara.
Cara Geri, muerto.
Puse al frente, ¿vale? Están Ander, lo veo. Una bala, Ander. Uno fondo en muerto. Te voy a flipar ya, estoy bloqueando amarillo. Apoyan a hacer P4.
No veo nada.
Estoy conmigo. ¿Te puedo abrir amarillo?
Estoy de cara, basto por Ander y derecha, ¿vale?
Te tengo P1.
Te digo 8, fondo Square.
¿A izquierda?
Square y...
derecha.
Pues a
Izquierda uno. Te puede pagar. Dos amarillo. Están uno fondo, creo. Muerto, ¿podéis venir de frente?
Sí,
vamos en eso.
Hazte una MP1.
Don't know about you, Charles, but my Spanish might be getting worse. Not bad listening from the Heretics there, but Boston still playing great.
And Boston had a fantastic P2. Finally, they didn't have to play the break game. Got to hold for a little bit of soakage. And, well, now Boston are back to the break game, but they've had enough practice. They're successful. Metals Metals' hot spot is towards the back of the map, but Boston, enough pressure to at least, well, maybe not allow some of those spawns to go through, but that is iron defense eventually coming through there for Rancor. Boston, you can see, clearly applying the pressure in the listening, the comms getting frantic. Heretics having to bring their best right now because they're still down by 30.
Down and holding. Attempts from Boston to break here, still underway. Afro, shots on the super. Next attempt, 20 seconds to go here. Closing in on the end of the second set, and it's been a good one for Breach. They have very much mounted the comeback. The third and final act of this Colossus hardpoint is moments away from beginning, and right now the Heretics trying to start it on the right foot. Beautiful kills again from Rancor. His fifth in a row from P1.
Yeah, well, Purchase having a nice game overall. Went on a sprint to P2. Well, it gets world start there, so it'd be like that sometimes. NPC at close range. You do devastating things, but a 50-50 split right now on the map. Statue control, Rancor doing what he can to take it, but maybe just overwhelmed and getting back down. You can see he's got streaked out, so Heretics have a few tools in the back pocket.
Yeah, one big one to play with there. A little bit later on. Not going to see that just yet. Lovely work out of Spot. That's a sweet 3. Low 4. Towards the top we go. Purge back on it. It's a very green hard point. Rancor trying to make his way forward. NPC in hand. Down and out. Trades once again, though. Boston maintain the lead for now.
Yeah, going to come down to the final few hills here on this one. Still, though, right side spawns. It's the battle. Nasty trying to take it. Nasty, good for 2. Talk about a moment to find some important kills in Boston. Maybe just set themselves up long term.
Yeah, spawn's good for Boston right now. Right-hand side of the map. They're going to have to set up in a big way here. Do not let themselves be broken off the first rip. And right now, the Heretics are going for it. They're making their way through the bottom side. It's all down to Spark. Last man on it. Oh, and Super's found the kill. The trophies are in place now. This could be the moment for Miami. What a turn. And that's the lead.
Yeah, that is a brutal time to have a team kill roll through, and Heretics taking full advantage. Now, Trace, well, you get a roam, you get a be free, get a sword, get a fly, give me a big 2 and force those Boston spawns out. You cannot get past this man. By the time you do, you're walking into ARs. This is your takeover moment.
Ow, Lord, it is a 7. Here comes number 8, and he's winding up for it. Lovely stuff. As the hard point still very firmly in the hands of the Heretics. They are holding this one together. Counterattack on for Boston. Show us another good break, lads, because you need it now. The dying moments of this Colossus.
This is tough. This is so painful. And again, this entire thing kickstarted. Nasty gave you a 2-piece to give you the rotation. Then you start team killing and everything falls apart. Now the kills flowing for Rancor. Another clean wipe off the board in Boston. Almost no wind in their sails. Another P3 they have to break. This game has been brutal.
Oh, man. Their bodies broken. Their minds. Are they still willing? Can they get towards time? Purge. One more masterclass, mate. You need it. Rancor dancing. Loses the fight. So for a second longer, it all comes down to metals. Here comes the big boom. 1 of 2 for Miami.
All over the map for the break. Hellstorm doesn't connect, but you made it to the top.
You get plays out. You get a pinch on. Pinch. It's good. For now, Afro lives. The 1v1 against Trakes on time. It's 1. It's over. Reinforcements are here, though. Purge is close enough. Still players here to contest. Great work from Trakes again. Number 33 in the bag. Damage dealt 2 seconds away for the dub. And Nasty. He's dancing. He's down. And that's map number 1.
Playing it easy. Boston needed the map 1. That hardpoint loss spree, certainly something that has been haunting them. But while Super is getting hydrated, everybody on Heretics are feeling good about how they just started their series. Down by about 50 or 60 points. Yeah, at one point through that game, maybe towards that second set, but once they caught flow, they simply never looked back. And granted, Colossus, not the most important map to win all the rotations for, but Heretics nonetheless won 80% of them. And overall, that means your game is going to be feeling quite a bit easier.
Yeah, much easier. Doesn't hurt. The Trex goes on a big fat 7 spree there. Lovely stuff. Rancor as well. What a map, mate. What a map. 141 in time. Task force of his own. And the 28 kills, 24 assists as well. His EKA was fat. And I mean fat. Lovely stuff there from the Heretics. GG's map number 1 in the bag. We're going to walk away with a happy victory. Again, for Boston, though, I mean, I want to go back and give the Breach their flowers where I can. A lovely fight. A lovely, well-fought hardpoint for a long time. I was worried about the end of the first set. It wasn't necessarily the case. They had a great set too, but again, it was the end. It was the final hard points every single time. Always a bit of a sting. The rotation in the P1. Heretics, they pulled those leads back.
What's going on here?
Second, but But now, lovely highlights. Got stuff out of Metals. Didn't have to go crazy. Rancor Trakes, they were the big dogs.
And Metals still had some key kills, though, right? Like on the P4s, hounding the players in the back spawn, making sure you're keeping the map as sort of comfy as you possibly can. But this moment right there on the minimap, you saw in the feed. So this is more of a low light rather than a highlight. But when Nasty gives you the 2 kills, gives you the right side spawn. There's 15 seconds left on the P1, so you just need to make sure you're holding for that rotation. Team kills start to fall through. Boston have a very quick collapse, and from that moment forward, Heretics just quite literally pop takeover. Trakes gets to go out and fry, and well, if anyone's guns are going to be hot for the map too, Trakes is going to end up being the guy to watch.
And we'll keep a firm eye on him for the search and destroy. Ejection and a slight disturbance there for the Boston camp. A tough loss once again for them. Heretics bringing the goods as you would expect. And here's the game flow. Again, very, very close race. If you have just joined us, solid separation and a delightful comeback there. Second set for the Heretics. Look at that. One major lead change is all it took towards the end. Jeej, tough one there for Boston. Real tough. P2 to P2, not ideal. Second set, third set, didn't treat them well. Well, that's that, ladies and germs. That's that. Chance to take away from the Colossus that surprised you or even tantalized.
Maybe one of the most important hills was just the P3. Heretics beat him out on it all 3 times. Called game on the P3 as well, and that was the hill that Boston struggled the most to be able to break. So maybe the biggest difference maker in the end. Of course, though, Boston, both these teams feeling a lot of pressure. It's sort of the crucial time of the year. We're desperate for CDL points. The minor tournament is an opportunity just to get some extra points in the mix. Either team would be happy for it, but while Boston's making roster changes, it's a little bit more difficult to predict what is going to happen in the series. The hard point went as expected. They're going to need to battle back in the S&Ds. Might turn into a situation where they're going to have to be a 2-3-5 team.
Possible 2-3-5 is on the card. I'd say at the start that we weren't going to be seeing that 5. We'll find out. Rancor, though, he has been big man for a long time here in the league. Afro back in the league this season for the first time. It feels like a long time. Some challenges, success for him. This is just stage 3 alone. I mean, look at the step up there. It's going to be a big deal, Chance, for Afro. Try and help the boys get back in to keep the 2-3-5 dream even a possibility.
Yeah, and listen, early on in stage 3, so not the most statistically significant. They need a little bit more to play, but that is rough. That is bottom of the barrel right now for these two. And of course, S&D, one of the more interesting situations for Heretics in the sense that online, typically dominant in this game mode. It's just a matter of bringing that together on land. So finding their comfortability. Maybe comfortability, that name will be Rancor. But of course, if guys like Trakes are as happy as a clam like that and piecing up, I think the SMGs will be running the show there in favor of Heretics.
Well, Nasty, his stats much better when it comes to search and destroy so far in stage 3. Raid, an old faithful. All of our players have been here before. Many games over. And we'll see if this is the special stuff. This is the kryptonite for the Heretics. The good side of green for Boston. Breach. Exposure, we'll get to that. Sake, if we're lucky. And that fringe. Will we all be proven wrong? Here we go, Boston, on attack first.
Well, no trophies, so make sure your nades are on point. Boston going for a double nade over towards Kitchen, but all these players heads up on it, except for Purge, who's just going to get shot in the back and hunted down. Somehow survives, and it turns into a bait, so a mixy setup, but the chaos continues. Afro gets traded out, and all's well that ends well. We got a 3v3.
Oh yeah, messy, really. Bad news was Afro was the bomb carrier. Good news, Purge finds another. It's now a 2v1. The bomb is yet to make its way out of the middle of the map, so now Purge on the worldwide tour. Operation Recover Bomb, trying to get a plant. Heretics are all over it. They did see the bomb be dropped there. If they didn't see it, the odds were good someone was carrying it there.
Well, Purge has his passport for this world tour. He has seen every section of the map on repeat. Both players stacked up a man and both players together, and they get the intel. What a way to stop Purge in his tracks, or get him another stamp. Now he's in ring.
Yeah, another stamp. Oh, the passport is looking a little tattered, but that just means it's got more stories. And the story now finally comes to a close. He's been taken to a holding room by somebody at the airport security. There may or may not be a black glove on that staff member's hand.
I mean, and keep in mind, he was the guy that should have been first blooded, got tagged up, shot in the back, and ends up being the last to die. When Purge gets his trade on Rancor, that's it, Laundry. He then proceeds to literally do a 360 around the map, almost made it back towards Laundry. So we didn't quite get the completionist on that challenge, but hey, more rounds to play with.
Yeah, you're not wrong, mate. What a life he lived. 2-2 split here for Boston. On defense, it's going to be a 3-1 there for the Heretics. Only one towards the B-bomb site. Top bottom bed, we'll find out later. Metals is going to be down now, roaming through middle. Lots of options here for the Heretics. Frag grenades will bounce and dance and clang their way towards their intended targets, but no kills yet.
Well, they got mid-map control, they got launcher control, they got a guy watching the pinch. That means time to plant.
Yeah, plant time, good. First kill goes their way, but the trades are almost immediate. Boston so closely knit together in the middle of the map. They're going to be hitting art at the same time. Rencor, the semblance of an idea of where those players are coming from. He's in a perfect position to get at least one. Is the cross. Good for it. The plan working out for the Heretics. And that would have been great, but now not enough. 2v2, 20 to go.
You don't have the bomb checks from launcher either. It's planted for mid, and that's exactly why they're going around to actually go for the check. So Boston, well, time is simply just not going to be on their side. Not the best attempt there for the retake, but hey, more rounds to play with. We're looking for stamps. We're looking for fun things. We're looking for random challenges to complete. Meanwhile, Heretics, they're just trying to win the map, doing a great job.
Yeah, great job. I like how they went for the bomb check quite late. They showed a lot more force at ringside, or laundry side as well. Trying to whittle down those numbers that the Boston Breach boys had on the attack towards it. Late rotate, easy win there from Pillars. You're going to take it, and you are going to roll into the next one. So far, swimmingly for the Heretics.
Still early on enough that maybe no trophies just yet, at least for the majority of players rocking it. So you got to dodge the nades. You dodge all the ones in Zig, and Boston clearly roaming towards A. Van unexploded, and everybody's here. Meanwhile, Heretics, they have the middle of the map entirely controlled. And honestly, you got the funnel system. They're going to be able to swarm on this A site in the post plant. Heretics should have most of the information they need.
Here we go. Oh, Purge just a second late to checking that piece of information, and he walks away with a kill, and the Heretics walk away from the fight as well. They're off it. Afro, perfect intel. Takes care of Super. Ready for the next man, but Rencor not going to bite. He already bites Spart. Takes care of that problem. So man advantage still for Miami. Rencor, for the love of God, Boston can't catch a break, and this man is the breaker.
Yeah, Heretics doing that thing where they have teamwork. And having Rencor not too shabby either there just for a couple trades. Now that is 3 arrows dialed into Afro. Drake's going to throw it away, but he's one shot. And there you go. Wallbangs coming through. Heretics not allowing any sort of possibility of a clutch there to come through. And I mean, quite literally, teamwork just the name of the game. You had the 2 duos of the Heretics players, 2 guys working the pinch, and Trakes and Metals, and Rencor and Super, the AR players working together on the other side. And any kills that Boston were able to get traded out in a matter of moments.
I love the way they got that kill as well onto Afro. I mean, the wallbang, slightly, ever so slightly disrespectful, but just a sign of dominance. We got you trapped, man. We got you outnumbered. We had you outgunned. There was no way getting away with that one. 3-0 going into the 4th.
And a 4-man mid hit. That is aggressive. They have made it to kitchen, and for Boston, almost nobody's home. They're setting up the setup, but this is such a deep spot for Boston to play with. And there you go. It's overwhelming. Heretics are doing that thing where they have teamwork.
That thing. Well, that thing is good. Spar's trying his best, man. He might be able to nearly win a gunfight, but he can't win the next few. 2v4. A very nice round from Miami so far. Outside of an unbelievable chow with the NPC at range there from Afro. There's the rotation. Rencor setting himself up for the win. Purge damaged. A-bomb site in full control. Miami soon to plant. Slammed. 3 in a row for Trakes.
Yeah, that was your opportunity. You needed that clutch for a 2v3. You're already too far down. Wish you could have stolen that one away. Instead, Heretics continue to do that thing, Miles. I'm going to die on this hill. Instead, I'm going to hammer it home. When we see the assists on the scoreboard by the end of this map, Heretics are going to be on point.
He's going to die on that hill, chat. Rest in peace. This is Spark's POV. This is what it looks like.
Team shot.
Yeah, team shot is like, oh, wait, there's 3 back here. Ah, yeah, look at that. Heretics, you can say one shot all you want. One shot. But damn, it's so hard to deal with players. Revolving door of Miami boys. They all got a piece of that fight. Force brief for Rencor, 3 for Trakes. Metals on a lonely 1.
And
1
Boston
is the loneliest number.
Yeah. Well, 0 rounds is even lonelier than that. If you're already pumping the brakes and playing for picks, spreading the map like that on offense, Boston are now officially hoping they can win a round.
Well, here comes that hope. And rebellions might be built on hope, but right now there will be no such rebellion. Quashed by Miami there on the opening hit. Now back over towards Laundry side. Look at this setup from Boston. Sparks like, I'm out here, boys. What do you? I've got nothing, but I'm out here. I'm trying. What do you want from me? Here comes that teamwork. Here comes that teamwork. Super, Rancor, you name it. Boston dared step outside the comfort zone of their spawn and Purge. A prayer for a little bit of aim assist there, but once again, Miami Heretics. Very good.
And toying with the idea, it was Trakes and Metals running through mid that previous defensive round. They hit the drive-away pinch, and that is just a theme that is stuck in Boston's mind. This time when those two players show up in Zig, it just backs everybody down.
Oh, no.
In the meantime, it took us, 5 rounds to mention Super with the snipes? Well, there's a nice connection, so make sure that every single factor of Heretics S&D gameplay is shining through. Well, they're up 5-0, and Boston, I mean, they're looking at this point hopeless on the minimap. Their strats are basically saying, hey, man, I just like for Nasty to not have a donut by the end of this game.
Still could happen. We threw mid hit from Boston. Super's looking towards the A-bomb side, but the stack is a little heavy here for the green team through the middle of the map. Afro shows his hand momentarily. Sniper and Trakes now still over towards that ring side. No love towards B. Metals, Cole just about gets away with a life.
Yeah, absorbing damage taken would also be a fun stat to look at for the Heretics players. But as good as the minimap looked for Boston, well, now you lose laundry control. You backed all the way down, and Heretics slowly taking over this A site.
Yeah, very slowly. They take over the A site. I mean, every step of the way, the Boston players have taken damage as well. Second miss there. As Purge, this cat has got a few more lives to work with here. Rancor's spree, still good. Beautiful shots. Nasty's donut remains intact. No good on the next man. 3v3.
Yep, and a bamboozled Boston. They have now officially seen, oh, they're not actually at A. The plan's down at B. Sport, can he get the kill before he gets away? Well, no, the teamwork is there time and time again.
Here we go. Super. Third time's the charm on Purge. Bedroom hit as well, but no one's going to show a thing. Third time, it counts as a hit. No kill, but it certainly counts. Intel forward, but Afro times it right. Times it very well indeed. The last man left alive through kitchen is going to be Super. He may well yet.
Come on, come on, come on, come on. Don't play that. Let's go. Come on. Oh. Legion. What the fuck?